Today we're chasing a bus that's traveling along the N1 freeway going to the south. We had told you earlier that it's going to Braamfontein, but by all looks, we looking at the footage that's coming in right now. The procession just passed the Beas Nodia off-ramp, and it looks like they're on their way to Soweto. And I'm wondering in my head, because the state president is also in Soweto at this time at the UJ Soweto campus. We're wondering if they're going to meet up with him once again, because they started the morning with him at the Union Buildings in Pretoria. But we still have in the studio my esteemed colleague Thando Mqoli, who has been giving us analysis and just a historical look at this team that has brought the World Cup home. Thando, in that bus, a very elated and satisfied team.
An interesting team, a great team now, but it's a team that never had things going their way the first 2 years of this four-year cycle. They've managed to gather themselves and play to their talents and their strengths. When Alistair Coetzee took over the side in 2016, they were the whipping boys. They got beaten 50. They took 50 points from New Zealand. We forget about that now. They went on, turned things around. They beat New Zealand in New Zealand. They are now world champions. They're like the phoenix. They've risen from the ashes, and they have turned their ashes into gold dust, and greatness awaits them.
It's not a light feat, is it?
It's not. It's not. It definitely isn't. Winning a World Cup, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of planning. It takes smart people to win a World Cup. It takes a lot of execution and a lot of sacrifice. Sia has been talking about the 20 weeks this team has given to the cause this year.
Yeah.
Sia has talked about the leadership group. A lot of people criticize the leadership group. But they have come to the fore. They have done well. Initially, like I said, when the four-year cycle started, people wondered, is this the best group to lead this team? But they've shown themselves to be very capable leaders, and they have done well.
So we were talking earlier about the Joburg leg of this tour starting in Braamfontein. Our reporter Makeketla Mhlabe is at the Nelson Mandela Bridge. Makeketla, hello to you once again. It doesn't look like the tour is coming there just as yet. What do you know? What can you tell us?
Good morning to you, Desiree. Well, I suppose they could use any bridge coming into Johannesburg, Desiree. They could use any road coming into Johannesburg. But why not? Why not Nelson Mandela Bridge? Because this is a bridge that was named after a struggle icon. We know what he did back then. He was, of course, the first democratic president to lift that cup in 1995 when Springboks first won that Rugby World Cup in 1995. And of course, they were led by Francois Pienaar. So we know that he also championed unity through sport. And what he said is that the sport has the power to change the world. He said that it has the power to inspire. He further on said that it has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. Sport can create hope where once there was only despair. Desiree, he also further said that it is more powerful than government in breaking down racial barriers. And of course, these were the words of former President Nelson Mandela. Of course, we are on Nelson Mandela Bridge, where we expect that double-decker bus to pass. We only saw a few people coming through, of course, and I suppose they're just going down the road just about 2 kilometers from where we are to actually wait for that particular bus, where we understand that there will be a lot of people at Bank City downtown Johannesburg, where a lot of fans will, of course, be actually showing their support. They will be showing their excitement when the Springboks come through to Johannesburg. But let's just bring a few here that can actually tell us about their anticipation. And sorry about that. Let's just bring you here, my sister. They are going to pass by this bridge here. And we know what they did on Saturday, that 32-12 annihilation against England. How do you feel after that particular win by the Springboks?
Oh, I feel so happy. Hey. They really made us so proud. We are proud of you guys. Yes.
And what do you make of that?
It's a huge difference. They put our country into the next level, like on the map. So we're really happy that they won. They really worked hard and they deserve it. Yeah.
What does it mean to you as young people? I mean, we heard from the captain himself saying that he believes that this win will bring unity in this country. What do you think it should actually change in this country?
Eventually it will change, like it will bring people together, obviously, because there were a lot of people who were not watching like rugby and stuff. So these days, like, we all interested in watching it and stuff like that. Yeah, so it brings people together.
Yeah. And to you, what does it mean to you as a young person in South Africa?
It means a lot because now we are proud of them. Yeah. And thanks, guys, for putting us on the map. We really want to see Siya Kolisi and say hi.
Thank you so much. And of course, those are their heroes. They want to see those heroes coming through to Johannesburg to say a word or two to them. And of course, we understand that they are on their way into Johannesburg. And of course, my colleague Blaine Hammond is standing by at Bank City, just about 2.5 kilometers from where we are.
Marky Kathler, thank you very much indeed. Good morning to you. Good morning, Desiree. Desiree, I love you like a sister, but let me make you a bit jealous. This is the place to be. This place is going to be teeming soon with fans and supporters of the Springboks. Why? Because they respect that flag and they respect the achievements of the Springboks. To paraphrase Jack Dawson from the movie Titanic, they are the kings of the world, the world of rugby, that is. That the Springboks, well, they've brought so much, I guess, joy and hope at a time when there's so little in South Africa with regards to the economy. I want to just take you through this place. This is the stage now that the Springboks will be coming to. This is Simmons Street, F&B Bank City is what it's called, and they will be stopping here to interact with the many fans that have come through. Few people have come through already. Remember, they are scheduled to come through this way, Simmons Street, at around 2 o'clock or so, but there are people here from an hour ago. This is a family that we saw earlier on. We've got Sabian, we've got Tony, and we've got Calamia. Sabian, let me just start with you, my friend. Why are you here?
Well, we wanted to come see the Boks pass.
Yeah.
And we fans, and I'm very proud of them.
Yeah.
They all played a crucial role in the World Cup.
It was an amazing performance, isn't it? What stood out for you? I'm sure you watched almost every game. When they lost that first game against New Zealand, what did you think?
I thought it was kind of over,
Yeah.
but I didn't lose hope. And now they won. We're champions.
Exactly. So they have done, no doubt, the nation proud. Dad, Tony,
Yes.
You've here for about an hour now. You brought your kids here to, I guess, witness history, isn't it? This is history in the making.
To get a day off school,
As well.
work,
Did you bunk work?
yes.
Look in there. Look in this camera, Tony, and proudly
I
tell your
banked
boss.
words and I took them out of school. Bad parenting 101.
Look, Tony, I mean, I guess it's all for the good cause and you will be forgiven. But when you look at the past 3 World Cups that we have won, 95, 2007, now 2019, what is different this time around?
More people watched,
Yeah?
more people supported. Hopefully it'll make more of a difference than any of the others before.
Yeah. You know, the whole theme of social cohesion, racial unity, it's in sharp focus now that the Boks have won. You think it's made a big impact in terms of that?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Young Callum, how you doing, my man? You're good. I mean, you off school, but it's for a good cause. Daddy brought you here. Blame him. Tell the teacher, blame him. But how do you feel today?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see them.
Who's your favorite player?
Probably Faf.
Faf? You like the hair? Let me look at you. We're almost there. A few more years.
Just need to colour it.
Just need to color it. What do you like about him?
Well, I just like him. I don't know really why.
Yeah.
He's just my favorite player.
Look, he's a bit of a mercurial talent, isn't he? So he can change that game. So thank you very much indeed for chatting to us, guys. Should be another 2 hours or so. Hang in there.
We're gonna hang in.
All right, let's try to find more people here who have gathered here. As I said, Desiree, people are still trickling in, but there's a buzz. The excitement, I guess, is palpable. We found, Ruth. How are you doing, Ruth?
I'm okay, and yourself?
Very well. Ruth, thank you very much indeed for chatting to us. How are you feeling this morning?
I don't know. I want to jump out of my skin. I'm very, very happy for the Bokke.
Yeah?
Yes.
I mean, we hark back to 1995 when we had that feeling, yes. You know, that kiss, I guess.
Yes, that
you know,
unity.
That unity. Do you feel it now?
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel that unity of 1994.
Yeah.
It's coming back, and I hope it must stay like this.
I mean, 95 was a seminal moment in South Africa's history. But what sets it apart this time around?
What sets it apart this time, I think, the Bokke,
Yeah.
that brought the unity to us as a nation. I think it has brought it again, that mood, that feeling, that unity.
Yeah. And it's important at a time when we're dealing with major issues, isn't it?
Yes.
And I guess the point being made is that we can use this as a springboard, not a springbok, a springboard,
As a springboard.
to help us tackle some of these issues.
Yes. The racial issues
Yeah.
and what have you, and to bring us together
Yeah.
as a unit, as a nation,
Yeah.
and beyond borders.
Ruth, you're going to stick around. It's about another 2 hours or so till they pass through here.
Okay.
You're gonna stay?
Wow.
All right. So that was Ruth Lerato. How you doing, my man? Good. I mean, we found this gentleman there. He's excited to be here. He's excited to see the Boks in all their glory. I guess they covered this country in glory, isn't it?
Yes, they did a lot. Because from what the country has been through, going through this year, it's been a hard year. We needed this win, we needed this cup, we needed this unity. Because if we could go back, take a few months, 2 months back, before the World Cup began, we had some xenophobic attacks. South Africa was in everybody's mouth.
Yeah.
But the Bokas made us proud because firstly they arrived first in Japan, and then they were the last team to leave Japan. So they did it for us.
You watched most of the games?
All of them.
All of the games. Look, I want to talk about the Japanese as hosts. They were great, isn't it? I mean, they adopted teams. They cried when teams lost. They learned the anthem. I mean, you saw those youngsters standing next to the Springboks singing Nkosi Sikelele Africa. How did that make you feel?
I was touched. I was touched because of the Japans. Firstly, we beat them in the friendly, and then we beat them again in the World Cup match. But there were no hatreds. They felt us, and then they backed us, and then they loved us.
They did.
Yeah, they did. So that was wonderful.
Right.
Even in the last match, I watched the match. I was at the Soweto, Maponya Mall. Like everything stopped. Before the match and everything stopped. Everyone singing Shosholoza. Like it was awesome. Seeing the young ones, the old ones. Everything stopped inside the mall. Everyone sang the song after they've won the match. That was awesome.
You know, each and every player played their part in this World Cup. I mean, they all, performed outstandingly. But we'll be remiss if we don't talk about that man, Siamtanda Kolisi. I mean, he was from the Eastern Cape, grew up in very tough conditions, poverty, didn't know where his next meal was going to come. But one of the things that he was saying was that something that kept him going was training Yeah, he put things aside, some of the social issues that he had to deal with, and he kept focus. A great role model for the youth.
Yes, he did. You know, Sia is one of the best leaders.
Yeah.
He was not the leader of pushing people, making people to listen to his orders.
Yeah.
He left everyone to do his job.
Yeah.
He didn't push, go to each department. Right. You must do this. You must do this.
Yeah.
That is why the team was successful.
Yeah.
And it was not that it was not showing. You know such leaders when they've given the job to lead.
Yeah.
They always wanna be the last word. So Sia is that leader.
Yeah.
He's doing his work with the mouth shut. But you see, the
man of action.
Yes.
Man of action. Luraso, thank you very much. And look, Desiree, these are the thoughts of people that have come out here in support of the Springboks. As I said, it's not yet full because they're expecting them after 2 o'clock or so. But we're going to get much more reaction with regards to the Springbok Victory Parade, one would call it. It's called the Trophy Parade tour that's starting here in the Gauteng, going to Durban, heading over to Port Elizabeth, East London before the Port Elizabeth, and then finally to Cape Town. But we'll chat to you a little later on. It's back to you, Des.
Thank you so much, Blaine, sending Cupid right back. We were wondering earlier on as to where the bus was going, whether it's going to Soweto or starting in Soweto or Braamfontein. We couldn't show you I think we showed you the footage earlier. They're in 14th Avenue, where the headquarters of MTN are situated. That's one of the principal sponsors. And if you live in Northcliffe or you're anywhere close by, go through and see Sia Kolisi and his boys. As you heard yesterday at the opening of the second South African Investment Conference, Rob Shuter, the CEO of MTN, pledging 50 billion rands from MTN over the next 5 years.